My name is Rebecca Jackson, and together with my American colleague Wendy Kelly, we founded Seeway Tanzania in 2005. And we are based in northern Tanzania near a city called Arusha. The purpose of the charity really was to work with vulnerable children and vulnerable families in our community. So we have three main strands to our charity. First is that we have a residential centre. So we have about 21 children in our care right now. We work very closely with social welfare, so we only take children into our care if they really have no alternative to stay with family. And we do a lot of work with the children and their families, trying to establish better relationships so children can be repatriated in the long term if possible.
Do you enjoy your time at Seeway?
Yes, we do enjoy.
Yes, we do enjoy.
Yes, Seeway has provided us with education and basic needs.
Secondly, we have a nursery school for our local community. So we started as a very small school, but these days we have about 55 children attending on a daily basis. And it's really well received by the community. Thirdly, we do a lot of work helping vulnerable families in our community and also further afield, working with people who are literally destitute, and we give them a goat shed and a goat which they can use as a way of producing an income, and we also install solar systems, and we also try and address some of their health issues. Right now we're in the middle of a building project. Our nursery school that we currently have is oversubscribed every year, so we're actually turning away children. So we're halfway through building a larger school with capacity for about 75 children, so that the education and the experience we can give to these children who are in our care for 3 or 4 years will be much better, so that they will be better prepared to go on to primary school from our nursery facilities. And we're also building a special needs unit with 2 classrooms. Over the next year, the plan is to get the building finished and get the new school opened. Over the next 5 years, our main aim is to try and get Seeway Tanzania to be as sustainable as possible. For example, for our nursery school, some families do pay a small amount, but it doesn't cover all the costs, so it's heavily subsidised. What makes Seeway Tanzania very different to other charities is, firstly, we are quite small. We have very few overheads. We're very open and transparent in everything that we do, and especially with finances. So any money that is given to us, donated, goes really directly into the programs that we run to help our local community, to help children and families. We also work very closely with the social welfare department. We also work very closely with the Ministry of Education to make sure that we're really helping the children and the families who need help, and also when we're building classrooms and helping schools, that we're helping the schools that need the help the most. I think Seeway Tanzania is already making a difference in the long term. Some of our graduates from our residential program, they're now working as teachers, they're working in business, and they're affecting people around them, they're affecting their environment in a positive way.
Since I came here, I've known how to speak English better than before.
One of the first residential children in our care, he was actually living on the streets when he came to us, and we put him through schooling, and in a couple of months he's actually going to be graduating from university. He's been studying law and he wants to be a human rights lawyer. So we feel confident that he will make a positive change in the future in Tanzania. Seeway Tanzania relies on donations to support the work that we do in Tanzania. I think we've been very lucky over the years that we've always had enough money coming in to do the projects that we wanted to do. For the community projects that we do, we partner with a group of international schools who bring students over to Tanzania, and we facilitate projects for them to do out in the community, building goat sheds, putting in solar systems into people's houses. And those students, they fundraise and they cover the costs of the projects themselves. But yes, by donation.